Cheating in games is as old as video games. It can be fun but also frustrating or even illegal. Does cheating harm anyone? Hi, my name is Szymon Adamus and these are the amazing games. Cheating is nothing new. If people cheat in life, in relationships, in sports, in cards games, in everything else, why should video games be any exception? In many cases, cheating is helpful, fun, and even profitable. I remind you, we are only talking about games. Many of the first cheats in video games were added to them by the creators themselves. They helped them in testing. Later, the approach to secret codes and other forms of cheats changed depending on the specific creators. Some fought them, others added to games, but for using them they punished players in one way or another, while others accepted it fully. Some cheats have even become a part of pop culture. Konami Code, the specific series of button taps on the pad which activated various cheats in many Konami games, has become so popular that it still appears in other games. And not only in them, we could see it in movies, for example in Wreck-It Ralph.
Up, down, stop.
Konami Code can also be used on many websites. For example, when on BuzzFeed homepage we press the famous combination up, up, down, down, left, right, BA, many colorful balls will appear in the background of the page. Not a big deal, but we are already cheaters. Personally, I think that for single-player games, cheats are great. I don't use them often, but if someone wants to play differently, I see no problem. A lot of what's fun in video games comes from enjoying them as they suit us. If someone likes to have infinite energy and feel the godlike power, be my guest. Sometimes such freedom creates even new areas of entertainment. For example, speedrunners, people who try to finish the game as fast as possible, do not enter special codes or modify the code of the game, but use features that could be considered cheating. You can't finish Doom Eternal in 27 minutes without bending a few rules.
No? Okay, nice.
Speedrunners have their own web portals, recording software, and even competitions. Some speedrunning missions require not only to complete the game as fast as possible, but also to do certain tasks. So we are dealing with a sensational situation in which the game base, its imperfections and specific design features and creativity of users have together created a new form of communicating with the game and enjoying it. The problem arises when there is more than one player in the game. Since cheating is as old as games, it must be as old in multiplayer games too. And since there is competition, there must also be a winner and a loser. A winner who sometimes wins by cheating. In the book The Grasshopper, Games, Life and Utopia, Bernard Herbert Suits distinguishes 4 types of behavior related to playing. Trifler, who recognizes the rules of the game but not its purpose. Cheater, who recognizes the purpose of the game but not its rules. Player, who recognizes both the purpose of the game and its rules. And spoilsport, which recognizes neither the purpose of the game nor its rules. The needs of a spoilsport can be easily fulfilled without any loss to other players in the game. He simply must not participate in the game. Its purpose and rules mean nothing to him anyway, so in short, get out, don't play and don't spoil fun for others. Similarly, a trifler can meet his needs in a harmless way. Since he recognizes the rules of the game but its goals is irrelevant, in the worst case scenario he will be less competitive during the game. But he won't break the rules and spoil the fun for the others. The problem appears at the clash of a player and a cheater. For both of them, the goal of the game matters. Both want to win the game. However, only one of them accepts the rules of the game. What's more, the existence of the cheater is directly dependent on other players in the game following its rules. Game cheaters, says Bernard Suits, are like liars in everyday life. The strength of their lies only matters when others do not lie. Liars would soon go out of business if everyone were a liar, that is, if there were not a well-established institution of truth-telling. For if no one had more reason to believe than to disbelieve anything that anybody else ever said, then lying would not deceive and would so be pointless. In other words, cheating in a multiplayer games only makes sense if other players do not cheat. If everyone on the server cheated, we could basically stop playing and start to crochet for fun. And at this point, the question of harmfulness arises. In 2018, Irdeto conducted a study on online cheating. The company asked 9,436 people from China, Germany, Japan, South Korea, Great Britain, and the USA about cheating in games. It turned out that 37% of players cheated, 3% always, 9% often, 13% sometimes, and 12% rarely. According to the same study, 76% of players indicated that protecting a multiplayer game against cheating is important to them. So it must be important for the game developers too, otherwise nobody would want to play their games. The pissed off player is not a very understanding one. Reinhard Blaukowitz from the Irdeto company said, "Failure to secure games against cheating will affect every player in the ecosystem, from users to publishers. Furthermore, the global nature of games means that it doesn't matter where the cheating is taking place, as it has the potential to negatively impact other gamers around the world." So while cheating in single-player games can be a kind of fun activity between the producer and the player, in multiplayer games producers and publishers take the issue seriously, sometimes very seriously. Reporting and banning cheaters is normal. In addition, manufacturers are increasingly introducing two-step account verification, for example using a mobile phone. In the most extreme situations, they go further, to court. In April 2017, Blizzard won a lawsuit against Bossland, which produced and sold Overwatch hacks. Riot Games won a similar lawsuit against League Sharp, a subscription service selling hacks for League of Legends. Epic Games went even further and began to sue not only large companies but even individual people promoting, cheating and selling hacks on their sites. YouTubers CBV and Brandon Golden Mods Lucas got sued over this. In both examples, the cases were resolved in favor of the video game producer. In court rulings, YouTubers were forbidden not only to sell hacks but also to promote them on their channels. In some countries, the matter goes even further. In June 2017, South Korea introduced a law that prohibits the production and distribution of programs prohibited by the developers of the game and its conditions of use. This also includes hacking programs. Breaking the law will get you a fine of up to $43,000 or even a 5 years in prison. 5 years behind bars for cheating. Please someone tell that to the cheaters I meet in Call of Duty Warzone. And this is not a dead law. A year after its implementation, in June 2018, a 28-year-old player from Korea was sentenced to a year in prison for selling hacks to Overwatch. Before you start shouting that this is too much, let me add that he made $180,000 selling the cheats. Cheating in games is important. Sometimes it's innocent way to have fun and find a new way to enjoy the game. It can even create new forms of playing the game with other people. Other times, cheating is a key to achieving better results. But it always has an impact on the game. And if we don't play alone, then also on other players. What do you think about cheats and cheating in video games? Write in the comment if you are more of a player, trifler, or a cheater. Let's get to know each other better. Take care, bye.
What are you waiting for? Christmas?